Hey guys, how's it going? Phil here from PRC Taping with another quick video for you today. I'm going to be talking about how to properly clean and maintain your Columbia Commando Set. Here we go. You can see there's a pump, two handles, roller, flat applicator, inside 90 applicator. We've got a 3-inch standard flusher, and then we have a 2.5 flusher and a little adapter here. That is what comes in this kit. We've talked about this in other videos, but I'm gonna go over maintenance and cleaning of these kits right now. So first I'm gonna talk about how to properly clean these tools before I get into any of the maintenance stuff. So the handles are pretty self-explanatory. You're just gonna make sure all the mud is off of the handles, basically off of where they open up and they close. Make sure there's no mud in any of those areas. The compound tube is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna get into that right now. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna empty this. So after you're done using it, you're gonna empty this into your bucket of mud. You're gonna make sure you have a nice clean pail on site, and that's typically what you do with any of these tools and any of the cleaning stuff that I've talked about in the past. You always wanna make sure you have clean buckets of water. You're gonna just go a couple times, you're gonna fill it with water and you're gonna empty it. Just a few times, make sure there's no mud inside of there. And you're just gonna clean the outside like you do the handles. That's pretty self-explanatory for the compound tube. Just make sure you're filling it up a couple times with water and then it runs clean. And the nice thing is you have this case too. It's gonna keep it from scratching up, and you can clean the inside of the case as well. So now we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the smaller items. We're gonna start with the flushers here. And with the flushers, usually as you're using them, they're gonna be sitting in a pail of water on your handle. So they're just gonna be sitting in there and they will be loose and free from any hard mud. So right when you're done, you're gonna take a brush and a sponge. Usually I use a brush and I make sure where the wheels are, there's no mud inside of there. Make sure it's all cleaned out where everything's moving, and in and back here. So you can clean all of these on site. You don't have to bring any of these home, which is nice about this kit. I'm gonna move to the inside 90 applicator. This is, again, pretty self-explanatory. All of the wheels, anything that has a wheel, you wanna make sure you're always cleaning with water with a brush. I usually just have a nice clean bucket of water with a brush on site. And obviously where the mud is gonna come out of these tools, you wanna make sure that's nice and clean and ready to go. So now with the flat applicator, this is very easy to clean. There's no wheels on this one. So it's gonna be very quick, just with a quick brush, and that will be all ready to go and back into your kit. So I would say the corner roller is something that you're gonna take a little bit more time cleaning because there's 4 wheels and you wanna make sure all the mud inside of these wheels is all cleared out. So as long as this sits in the bucket of water as you're using it and it doesn't get caked up with mud or hard mud like that, then it should be pretty easy to clean. Again, when I'm running my taper and I have my roller, it's always sitting in a bucket of water. So that helps when you're done at the end of the day. You can go and clean it with a brush, and I usually just do that, and I don't bring this home and clean it. I usually clean it on site. That's pretty self-explanatory. Those go on the handles here. Make sure your handles are nice and clean, especially where they thread into. There shouldn't really be mud where you're threading in, but if for some reason there is, make sure that's all cleaned out. So that's a quick look at how to properly clean these tools. Now going forward, talking about oiling them, you just want to make sure you're oiling anything that's moving. So you got the wheels on the roller. I always oil back in there. You got the wheels on the inside 90 applicator. And then the standard flusher wheels, I would say you can oil those. Just make sure they're moving. You don't have to go crazy and oil them, but they are a bearing, so you want to make sure that they are lubricated in there while it's moving onto the wall. So there will be normal wear and tear on some of these tools depending on how often you use them. Make sure you keep an eye on your wheels, make sure they're all moving. So that's a quick overview how to properly clean and maintain your Columbia Commando set. Thanks for watching, everybody.